Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday morning at Moonlight Tarot and Oracle. We're going to go ahead and do angel numbers for this coming week. If you're new to this reading, welcome. Otherwise, you know the drill. But for those who are new, we'll go over everything real fast. So what I do is I take all 12 of us in our major arcana. This is from the Winnie the Pooh tarot deck, the major arcana of Winnie the Pooh. And I stick us all in the Angel Numbers book by Kyle Gray. So when I do that, before I pull the card, I pull an oracle card to tell you your overall energy along with a tarot card. So this week we are using my Zen deck, your Raise Your Vibration cards, and we are using my TV tarot because they decided they wanted to come out and play today. So I hope you're doing fabulous. We're just shuffling these cards real fast. I already shuffled the Oracle deck and the TV Tarot. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I do is I just put us in the book, try not to put more than one in there, and try not to put us in the preface and not look. Done. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Take a drink of coffee. All right. So the first sign that I pulled today is going to get your sensitivity is a gift. This puts me in the mind of a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because we're known for our abilities to love and our abilities to just keep going and love everybody and everything in nature. And then our overall energy for this week is the Three of Pentacles. So you're hard at work. In this card, you see it looks like a church. There's a guy standing there carving the pillar, and there's a lady studying a book. So you may be hard at work this week, researching, developing new ideas, starting school, like myself, or just kind of like working on your craft, working on new ways and new ideas to get things accomplished and get things done. And the first sign that is getting that this week is Gemini with the Lovers. So, Gemini, your card says, I see now, said Winnie the Pooh. I have been foolish and deluded, said he. I am a bear of no brain at all. You're the best bird in all the world, said Christopher Robin soothingly. This is sexuality, passion, choice, and uniting. So, Gemini, this week you're going to be very, very hard at work. You could be working on sensitivity. You could be developing new ways, researching new ideas on how to maybe develop things a little bit more patiently, a little more finding a little more love for a situation that you might be in at work, or because pentacles are work energy, money, um, earth, that kind of thing. So you definitely could be working on something this week. 3 6 might mean something. 3 3 3, 9. So pay attention to those numbers along with the number 1616. So it says, take time to find balance in your life. You're being encouraged to slow down and consider your intention carefully before proceeding further. So you're being told this week, Gemini, to slow down and investigate, get a little more into your attentions, a little more into what you want to accomplish in life. You may be studying new careers. You may be looking into new job opportunities this week, just doing some deep investigation of things. All right. So the next sign that we pull is going to get for the Zen card, come home to your body. This is more of, I feel, self reflection, meditation, finding your zen, finding your grounding, paying attention to um, what your body is calling for you. Maybe you are sick this week and your body just needs you to slow down and pay attention to that and not pay attention to external forces. You need to listen to your body, or you may be starting to get sick. And you are getting the Seven of Wands. So you are in a battle. You're defending your territory this week. You may be defending your body. Your body may be working on getting well again. It's fighting internally and fighting to physically get better. And the sign that is getting that this week is Sagittarius with Temperance. They don't think that's what's the matter with some of the others. They've no imagination. A tail is just a tail to them. It's a little bit of extra at the back. This is balance, moderation, and being sensible. All right, so you need to find balance this week. You need to be sensible. Maybe you have a lot of things that are coming up that you need to attend to, but you're starting to get sick. And so your body is telling you to take the time out, pay attention to it, and help it defend itself. Help it to get well again. The next sign we pull is getting the world is blessed to have you. So you may be down and out this week. You may be having issues where you are not you're not feeling like you're worthy, that you're in that depression mode. So this is spirit telling you that the world is blessed to have you. All right. You may be feeling like no one wants you or no one cares about you. And then you have the Knight of Cups. This is Fonzie from Happy Days on his motorcycle at the little drive-in movie theater, whatever, fast food place. So you are having maybe gonna have some kind of a compassionate offer to help you to get out of this depression this week and help you get into your zen again, into that looking at the world, looking at every day as being a blessing to you. And the sign that is getting that this week is Aries with the Emperor. I'm not asking anybody said Eeyore. I'm just telling everybody. We can look for the North Pole, or we can play Here We Go Gathering Nuts in May with the end part of an ant's nest. It's all the same to me. This is structure, stability, rules, and power. So, Aries, this week you may be down and out a little bit, not finding your fire, not finding your passion for something, but Spirit is telling you that there is something coming in this week to help you get out of that mode, to help you get into that situation where you are feeling more loved this week. So, the next time we pull is getting relationships are assignments. Most definitely. Relationships are assignments. There are lessons. When we're here on earth, we are in school. We have constant lessons and tests that we have to go through. Some of our tests are harder than the others. Some of them are needing to have more studying. We failed these tests in a previous life, and now we're coming back to repeat that, to relearn, to be able to evolve to the next level, because we're always on levels, all right? And so we have to complete our lessons before we are allowed to move to the next level. And the sign is also getting the the Knight of Swords. So this is like energy of someone spying on you. Someone is paying attention to you. You may be starting to look into new ways to speak your mind, new paths, new adventures that you need to go on. And the sign that is getting that this week is Leo with strength. Here we are, said Rabbit, very slowly and carefully, all of us, and then suddenly we wake up one morning and what do we find? We find a strange animal among us. This is courage, subtle power, integration of animal self. So this week, Leo, you're getting a little, you're on an assignment. I feel that this relationship is the relationship with yourself. So you have to pass this initial test first. You have to love yourself. You have to pass that test before you can go on to the next test, whichever that might be. If it's a relationship with another person, or if it's a relationship with a parent or a spouse or whatever. But you're finding new ways, forging the territory, forging the path, and finding those ways. The next sign that I pull is getting I am supported by my path. So we're all on paths. We all walk our individual paths and we meet these our soulmates along the way. And so we are all on these paths that we need to be on and continue on. All right. So you're supported by this path. You're supported by God, by spirit, everyone that is you meet along the way. So you most definitely are supported. And you have the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior. You're defending your territory. You are telling people don't come any closer unless you don't want to hurt me. You've been hurt. You're kind of like in that situation where you're behind a wall. You built that wall. And because before this was the Eight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So you have like built this wall because I feel almost I can picture the Eight of Wands in my head. Maybe it's those wands that are coming. You're just throwing those wands to build your wall because all that communication that has come into you has bombarded you, and now you're kind of defending your territory, taking a step back, and you may be walking that path. You may be on that path of that situation that you need to heal from. And the sign that is getting that this week is the Hierophant with Taurus. So, Taurus, your card says, what does crustimony predicate mean? Said Pooh, for I'm a bear of very little brain, and long words bother me. This is institutions, tradition, society, and its rules. So you are definitely in a situation right this week, Taurus, where you've had a lot of communication coming into you and you're resorting back behind your wall that you've built and you're just depending on spirit and that path that they're leading you on. I almost picture you as being led by with your eyes closed, led by the hand by spirit, and just they're just taking you by the hand and pushing you along. All right. The next sign I pull is getting I lovingly accept myself. So you have all kinds of self-love for yourself. You you admit your faults. Uh, you are accepting of those faults. You are very loving. You love yourself. You take the time out for self-care, self-love. You don't let people take too much of your time in the your energy. And then you have the oh my goodness, six. I can't remember what this card is, guys. I don't have my glasses. So I feel that you have been thrown off the tower, and this is you crashing to the ground, and that caused you to learn how to lovingly accept yourself and only depend on yourself and nobody else. You are just depending on yourself, and nobody can hurt you or touch you. So that is Cancer with the Chariot. He gave a deep sigh, picked his bear up by the leg, and walked off out the door, trailing Winnie the Pooh behind him. This is movement, progression, integration. So maybe last week you were thrown off the tower. You had a tower moment. and it rocks the foundation of everything that you believe. But this week, you're going to lovingly accept yourself. You're going to go ahead and know that you can only take care of yourself. You can't take care of anybody else, and uh, you need to just take care of yourself, and everything else will come to you. Your number this week, Cancer, is 179. Know that when you get 179, your psychic abilities and awareness are developing rapidly. Meditate regularly to connect with your gifts. You're growing more and more into gifts and things that Spirit is giving you, God is giving you. And so your angels are telling you that you need to take time to meditate, take time to step away from the situation and lovingly accept yourself, accept those gifts, and work on developing them because they are God given gifts. Right? The next sign that is gonna get your mind is the altar to source energy. So make sure you take care of your mind. Don't bombard your mind. Don't bring in too much negativity. Always remember the things that you say to yourself is what's going to happen. And things that you say and you think are what is going to manifest. Because when we write things down, when we think things out, that's what manifests in our life. You can't think negative because when you think negative, that those manifestations will come. And you're getting the Ace of Swords this week. You're like this guy here pulling the sword out of the stone. So you're getting some like deep knowledge this week, deep communication. Could be communication from your spirit guides, your angels, everyone that is around you. They're deeply communicating with you this week, and that is going to Libra, and with the Justice card. So it says, "Oh bear," said Christopher Robin, "how do I love you?" So do I, said Pooh. This is fairness, equity, and balance. So you're getting communication this week and finding balance. And your number this week, Libra, is 243. Know that when you see 243, don't be alarmed if you're feeling low. You are processing energy in order to raise your vibration. So you definitely are raising your vibration this week. You're processing energy. So you're going to be down. You're going to feel like you have lack of energy because all that energy internally is going to processing that new stuff, that new information, the new communications, the new gifts, the new things that are coming into you this week. So don't be alarmed if you feel low and sad. So the next sign that I pull is getting shift your perspective. So maybe you've been in that mindset last week where you're like, oh, everything is not working for me. Everything is bad. Nothing ever works. You need to shift your perspective and think of how are better. We need to all count our blessings. A friend of mine once said, you need to ask and say, you know what, God, how can this get any better? And then God laughs and says, okay, I can show you how it can get better. And then the Spirit and God will just start manifesting those things for you and bringing those things to you and showing you how life can get so much better. And then you have the 10 of Cups. And because when you shift your perspective, you can have the 10 of Cups. All right. So that is going to Scorpio, which is funny because this card always reminds me of the Tower. Even though it's the 10 of Cups, it reminds me of the Tower. So Scorpio, you need to shift your perspective this week. I know that's what I'm doing. I'm shifting my perspective. So it says they come to a stream which twisted and tumbled between high rocky banks, and Christopher Robin saw at once how dangerous it was. This is the end of something. Change, the impermeability of all things. So, Scorpio, this week, shift your perspective and realize that when you do, you can have the Ten of Cups. And your number this week, Scorpio, is 299. So, the divine truth within you is powerful and love and have to light up and here to light up the world. So you are a beacon, you're a lighthouse to the world, Scorpio. So know that you can have your Ten of Cups. You can help everyone get your Ten of Cups, but you have to be careful with your own energy. Don't give more than what you can. What more? Make sure you take out what you need before you give anything more to anyone else. And then the next sign gives my breath, connects me to life. Most definitely. Every time we breathe, we're living. You have to live. You have to look at the world as your oyster. And so kind of like when I look at this card, I think of speaking. You need to speak that positivity into the world. You need to not speak negative about anything that's going on in your life or the situation. And then you have card number 13, which is the death card, because you're going through death and rebirth this week. You're going through through transformation. You're learning that everything that you say is bringing more positivity into the world. And the sign that is getting that this week is Aquarius with the star. So it says, "Oh, Sepu," and then seeing that Al had expected him to say something else, he said, "Will there be those little cake things with pink sugar icing? This is hope, calm, and a good omen." So you this week, Aquarius, are being rebirthed, transformed. You're in growing into a new adventures in the ascending. So your number this week, Aquarius, is 355. Ascended masters are encouraging you to bring light and love into all of your all of your transactions regarding finance and abundance. Align your practices with the light. All right. So the next sign that I pull is getting honesty is the best policy. Always. Always tell the truth. Never lie. Um, and know that if you lie, it's just checking a check mark off on your credibility. Alright. So you have the Knight of Wands this week. So you are looking for adventure. You're starting your path, starting something new. You're looking to your future. And that is going to Pisces with the moon. And we are in your birthday season, Pisces, so happy birthday. So the moon says, "Hello, Rabbit," said he. "Is that you?" "Let's pretend it isn't," said Rabbit, "and see what happens. This is mystery, the subconscious, and dreams." So you're looking to new adventures this week, Pisces, and you are learning that honesty is always the best policy. So the next sign that we pull is getting where there's a will, there's a way. Of course there is. If you have a will to do something, there is a way to get it accomplished. You just have to sit down and think about what that way is. And then you're getting the Four of Pentacles. So you're holding tight to your pentacles. You're saying that someone hurt you and you're defending your territory. You're defending your heart. You are downtrodden. You've been beaten up. All right. And the card that is getting that this week is Capricorn with the Devil. 3 days later, there was Pooh sitting on the branch, dangling his legs, and there beside him was one pot of honey. This is destructive patterns, addiction, and giving away your power. So Capricorn, don't give away your powers this week. Don't give away your dreams and your aspirations, because when you dream it, there's a way to get it. All right. And your number this week, Capricorn, is 472. So when you see 742, I'm sorry, 472, we'll go to 742 because there's a reason. Your gifts cannot be gifts unless you give them to others. You're being encouraged to share your talents with the world. Stop hoarding your talents, Capricorn. Share them with the world. All right, and then we said 742. So 742 says your angels are encouraging you to trust that higher learning is being revealed at this time. It's important for you to see that your previous experiences have great teachers. More inner study is now required to progress. Right. And the last sign is Virgo with the Hermit. But Pooh, said Piglet, it's your own house. Oh, said Pooh, so it is, he said. Well, let's go in. This is meditation, solitude, and consciousness. And Virgo, your Zen card this week is I am protected by Source. You're always protected. All right. There's no one that can take you down because you're protected by God and Spirit. And you have the Knight of Pentacles, your energy. You have this card is like the slowest card in the tarot deck, but it's trusted, true, and you can rely upon it. So there's a new source coming into you this week. That Knight is finally getting to deliver that pentacle to the ace. And your number this week, Virgo, is 557. Your beliefs are manifesting the experiences you are having. Reconnect your values and align yourself with abundance and plenty. So the abundance is coming to you. It's been slow coming in but it's coming in this week. All right. I love you all to the moon and back a million times. Please remember to hit that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and please definitely share these videos out to your friends and your family. And I can also be reached for personal readings at Moonlight Tarot and Oracle at gmail.com. At this point, I am giving away free readings because I need to get experience on them. So if you would like a free reading, please reach out to me by email and I will email you back. So I will see you all soon. And as always, rock those towers. They are never bad. They're always good. They're just Spirit's way of picking us up by the shirt collars and putting us back on the path that we need. And I love you to the moon and back a million times. I will see you soon. Bye.